Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Brian Keith, and this is Listening Faithfully. Today's message is on marriage, and what I want to bring to the table today is what is marriage? What is a godly marriage? And what are the attributes of a successful marriage? Today I'm also going to give you two awesome examples of people that I have observed and that I have met that exhibits everything that I'm talking about and has, and in one instance had, a rewarding marriage. First, what is a godly marriage? Well, a godly marriage is a marriage where two people have come together, a man and a woman, have come together, and they both, as individuals first, have filled their hearts and their minds and their soul with the love of God. They have become believers in God. They cling to the Bible and to everything that it states. So they are believers first, individuals. But together, they're friends first. They become friends. It is this friendship that allows everything else in their marriage to work and keeps it strong. So if you are not married and you're out there dating, and let's say you have found somebody that you think you want to marry, ask yourself this question: are we good friends? Are we the best of friends? Is our friendship more important than anything else? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Because if you run across that one person that God has allowed to come into your life, and that one person that just makes you smile every time you think of them, and makes you want to be with them, if you are friends with them before you are anything else, then morally you're going to strike a relationship that is God-centered, and God will naturally move you in the direction that it should naturally go. And that's important. And I really wanted to stress that. So become friends first. Within friends, you learn to respect one another. And this common decency of respect is something that every marriage most definitely has to have. So friends, and then respect. From respect comes this intoxicating love. This intoxicating love is this love that binds you, that holds you, and it builds, not diminishes. And it allows you to compromise and to sacrifice for one another. And I know those two words, a lot of people will sit back and go, wait a minute, I have to sacrifice? It should be a good sacrifice. It should be a good compromise where everybody wins. In some instances, you'll find that your spouse may want something that you may not necessarily care that much about. And vice versa. You might have something or care very deeply about something that they might not care, too much about. It is in those things, those everyday instances that will happen, that the compromise and common respect and love will allow you to overcome it. Now, the two instances that I wanted to give of two couples. The first couple were well into their 90s, and I went to a San Diego ball game last Sunday, and I saw them, and the people that I was sitting with has known them for at least 2 years, have observed them for 2 years, and what I observed was everything that I was being told about them, which is awesome. It really makes me smile when I think about this elderly couple. They were well within their 90s. Both of them were well within their 90s. And the wife in this relationship packs the lunch or dinner, depending on what time they go to the game, packs the drinks in these nice little cups and dishes and so forth. I mean, it's really cute how she packs all this stuff for them. And the husband in this relationship drives them to and from the game. He helps his wife down the steep stairwell to their seats, and they sit there throughout the game and they hold hands as if they were teenagers. It is really awesome to see this elderly couple that were well within their 90s hold hands as if they were teenagers. And it really, really made me a believer in marriage, in the institution of marriage, a godly marriage. They really set a really awesome example. The other couple that I want to talk a little bit about is a friend of mine whose wife has recently passed away. And he talks, every time I see him, he talks a lot about his wife, and talks about how she made him happy in their 40 plus years of marriage. And it brings a smile to my face every time that he tells me these stories. Sometimes he tells me these stories like 3 or 4 times. I don't care, I'll listen to him. And it just really makes me smile, because what he's doing is he's remembering how she illuminated his life, how she made him a better human being. And he's remembering all the little things that he loved so much, but at the time really didn't take time to notice. But now he does. So I really want you to sit back and I really want you to think about what marriage means to you. It's important. Marriage, the institution of marriage, and protecting a godly marriage in today's day and age is so very important for our youth. And though I don't want to get into all of the controversial things that are going on right now, I do want to say that it's important to protect the institution of marriage between a man and a woman. Now, with that said, here's the challenge. As I leave, I always give a challenge to everybody. So here's the challenge. The challenge is when you come home from work and you see your spouse, make time to sit down and have a genuine conversation. Look at your spouse as that one person that you can confide in, that you don't keep secrets from. Look at your spouse as that person that will love and forgive and who sacrifices on a daily basis for you and who illuminates you, who makes you a better human being. Because that's what God wants for everyone. God wants everyone to have a successful marriage, and that's what it takes. And so those are the attributes that it takes to have a successful marriage. And that's the challenge. That's my challenge to you, but really it was God's challenge first. Secondly, in that challenge, I want you to always obey God's commandment to love, to honor, and to respect one another. Because if you can do that in your marriage, you can do that in every relationship that you have, in every friendship that you have, no matter what it is. If you can love, honor, and respect and forgive one another, which is what God has commanded, then your marriage will be rewarding. It will be the most rewarding thing that you have ever been part of. And that, again, is what God intended. I want to thank everybody for coming and reading and listening faithfully. I want to thank everybody all around the world, all of my followers and everybody who has taken the time to really, really contemplate on the things that I write. And I want to thank you for that. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of your support. And I really, 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 from the bottom of my heart, want to thank you for that. And I want to let you know that I am truly blessed by God to have you as followers, to have you come back every single week. I encourage all of you who are first finding this blog or this video, no matter where it's posted, to follow the link that follows this message. And I also want, and I encourage you, when you get to the website, to click the Facebook button and become a follower within the Facebook community. Again, I am Brian Keith, and this has been Listening Faithfully. And I want you to have a wonderful Sunday. God bless. I'll see you again next week.